Alexander Volkanovski reveals there was a fight at the hotel after UFC 304. Volk reveals one of them was a fighter. He's unsure about the other.
I don't know if I should even bring it up. I don't know. Maybe I won't bring it up. Sorry, guys. You're going to hate me for that. Oh, you know what I will say? I won't say who was involved. I'll tell you a little bit. So there was a bit that happened in a lobby between two guys. Obviously a fighter. I don't know if the other guy was a fighter. I don't think it was a random, but stuff happened. There might have been a little punch thrown. The other guy trying to get to him, security trying to stop it. And even I'm just like, it's not worth it. You know, it's not worth the cops. So I'm trying to stop it. Guys stepping, getting around all the security guards. I'm like, oh, I might try and help. Steps around me as well. I'm like, man, this guy's got some good movement. So he's going again, trying to tell him to chill out. Again, he's coming. I try to grab him. We almost run into the bottom of the stairs. So we sort of went down. I've like fell to pretty much to my knee as I'm trying to just hold him. He's just slipped out again. And he's yelling, mate, this guy was slippery. I seen there would have been a few security guards trying to hold him. He just found his way around. Even I was falling off him, but I don't know if there will be footage of that coming out. So I'm not going to name any names. But when they do, you might see that. It's pretty funny. See if there's footage out there. If there's not, you'll never know who it is, and I'm sorry. I'm thinking, nah, I ain't throwing any names. Sorry, guys. I'm going to get in trouble.
Paddy Pimblett went off on his doubters following UFC 304. Paddy says everybody just underestimates him because he looks like a 14-year-old girl.
Everyone underestimates me, lad, just because I look like a 14-year-old girl. Know what I mean? You can't beat shutting some heads up. It's f***ing brilliant. Like, I love shutting haters up, lad. The amount of people that I've seen say he's never gonna be ranked, he's not good enough to be ranked, he'll never be in the top 15, all that. Like, even fighters I've seen on YouTube, people talking and then I just go out there and put on a flawless performance. I caught him in a sub and no one subbed him since January 2009. I saw a funny little stat there as well. My coaches just said I finished him a second faster than Islam Makhachev.
Belal Muhammad posted footage of him carrying the belt through Manchester. Tom Aspinall responds to the notion that his KO win over Curtis Blaydes was an early stoppage. Tom does not believe that to be the case.
It was a little bit early. Did you feel that he was basically stuck there and wasn't going anywhere and it was a fair stoppage?
Mate, what kind of idiot is saying that? Like, I dropped him with a 1-2. He's face down on the canvas. I've got 250 pounds on his back and I'm landing 7, 8 unanswered shots. Like, where is he going to go? Do you know what I mean? Like, where's Curtis Blaydes going to go after that? There's only one place he's going to go and it's asleep. So are we going to let it get to that point, or are we going to look after fighter safety? Because I don't want it to get to that point, do you know what I mean? He's unable to intelligently defend himself, and it was stopped at the right time. Great reffing by Mark Goddard.
Michael Chiesa discusses his upcoming fight against Tony Ferguson. The two are set to fight at UFC on ABC 7 on August 3rd. Chiesa says that he doesn't give a shit about the backlash from fans, saying Tony is too old and on a 7-fight losing streak.
Well, first and foremost, I think it would be very much a lose-lose situation if I gave a shit what everybody thought, because that would mean that I put too much stock into, like, oh my gosh, if I lose to Tony Ferguson, my Twitter's going to go nuts and all these people are going to talk because, you know, he's on this skid and he's older. But if I beat him, all these other people that are pretty much going to be the same people are going to be like, well, you just beat an old guy on a skid. I don't really give a what any of those people have to say. As I've grown through the years and matured, you know, I've grown up as I've been a professional fighter, and those people's opinions don't matter. Like I said, it's about the people around me, my family, my close friends, my loved ones, my peers. They would never think like that. So I don't really give a if someone says it's a lose-lose situation, it's going to be somebody that really is not significant to me in any way, shape, or form. And when you prepare for a guy like this in Tony Ferguson, people got to remember, I was supposed to fight this guy 8 years ago. So I'm preparing for that guy because I've been in camp to fight this guy. I'm not thinking about his age. I'm not thinking about where he's at in terms of wins and losses. I'm going back to that headspace and that place that I was in when I was 28 years old and I was training for the guy that was on the in the midst of this crazy win streak. So I don't really give a what anybody has to say.
Kamaru Usman says he'd like to fight Belal Muhammad for the belt at the end of the year.
Okay, I'll tell you right now, you want the Nigerian Nightmare Kamaru Usman, give me ample time to get in there at the end of the year, top of next year. I'll go in there and take my my welterweight strap back, 100%. But if you're talking to the man that's from the outside looking in to try to satisfy everybody, when you look at the landscape of everything, yes, it's all he lost to Leon Edwards, but people have amnesia very quickly. People forget that I was winning almost 24 minutes of that fight until the lightning hit the lightning struck and Leon landed that kick. And I think when you land something like that, it almost kind of spoiled Leon to where he forgot that, hey, I was being dominated this exact same way, to where you feel, oh, I'm the champion, I can just do whatever I want. No, you have to go out there and actually fix those mistakes, which clearly he didn't fix. But because of that loss, now as the UFC, as the company, you're gonna go, okay, I want to get Usman a fight to really show the fans that he's back, to show us that he's back and he deserves a chance to potentially go out there and get that title back. So in order to do that, give him, someone at the top, which could be Shavkat Rakhmonov, or it could be JDM.
Leon Edwards released a statement on his loss to Belal Muhammad. Leon posted this to his Instagram today. He wrote, "To my fans, I'm sorry I couldn't get the job done this time. I've been through harder times than this in life, and I will rise again. Thanks for all the love and support. I will get this back in blood. #headshot." And that's going to wrap it up for the news. Thanks for watching. For daily MMA news and content, subscribe to Full Mount MMA and click the bell icon to be notified when we post videos. Here are the 3 top comments from last video. The first one's from Joey5. It says a heavyweight tournament with those 4 guys would be the biggest UFC event ever. But let's be real, it never happened. The second one's from Doom Studios. It says, Tom, let me be the backup opponent for Jones versus Stipe. Dana, that's f***ing illegal. And the final one's from Beast Fueled. It says Jones was bragging about his film study and said he wouldn't be surprised if Blades won by TKO. Those were the 3 top comments from last video. If you want to be featured in the next one, all you have to do is comment down below. And if you missed yesterday's news, click the video on screen right now to get caught up.